Mental health time, week 15. Can we just call attention to the fact that I look like a freaking mermaid right now? Like, look at this hair. This took like 2 years to grow out this long. Like, it's mid back, right? Like, at this moment. Like, yeah. I know that probably doesn't sound like a lot, but this took work. Like, about a month or two before I turned 18, before I like graduated high school and all that, I got like really like a sort of like a boyish haircut. It was really cute. I should probably do that look again. It's kind of like a when you get a pixie cut and you let it grow out a little bit, and it's like in that kind of like in between like boyish hairstyle. It's kind of what I had. It looked really nice. But yeah, and I had not cut my hair. I trimmed like an inch off, like trimmed the dead ends. Like I think in May, like late May or something like that. You didn't need to know any of this. It's just the fact that I had my hair and I look like a mermaid. I am a mermaid. Anyway, supposed to be talking about my week. Weekend, Monday. Not much special that you need to know about. Essentially just getting stuff for school done. I still have a little bit left to do, but I got the majority of it done. Like, for the most part, I'm good until March, I think. As long as I have my shit in before March, I'm good. And I'll try, like, I'd like to get it done before February, but I have until March. So there's that. Just prepping for this upcoming semester. I went with a half semester just to try to get shit to the schools so I can hear from them sooner about transfer. Because I'd like to know that as soon as possible. Because that would be very valuable to me. Because then I would know, like, oh, hey, I get to transfer, or, oh, shit, what do I do now? Oh, no. If you ever have the option to just go to one school for 4 years, do it. Because transferring's a bitch. It really is. I mean, I'm happy, like, I saved the money on all that shit, but it's a fucking bitch. And pretty much worked this week. Just fucking tired. So much. How can so much shit need to be done? But I managed to pretty much do the work that is put in front of me for that day. So that says something. And I pretty much spent some of my free time this week just getting my portfolio, trying to organize it, update, spray the artworks that needs to be sprayed, separate what needs to be finished. There's a shit ton that needs to be finished. How do I ever finish pieces? I don't know, because I have so much that is just like halfway finished, and I'm still excited about these pieces. It's not like, oh, fuck this, I don't care about it anymore. Like, I'm still excited about these pieces, but I can't find the time to just break out the materials and be like, okay. Or some of it's so detail oriented, close enough, but there's just too much work that needs to be done. I don't have the patience. I'm working on it, but I'm not a detail type of person. If I don't get it done within 1 or 2 sessions, I take forever. I still have this really nice painting that's like halfway done, like that I started in like my senior year of high school, and I still haven't finished it. And I just kind of look at it every now and then and like, you could be so pretty if I just spent 1 more hour or 2, because I'm pretty much, I got everything mapped out and everything looks good and everything looks nice, but I just haven't found the time to put in the details and put in a couple things. But essentially the past couple weeks has been very short. Well, things are picking back up again, because December, January, those are like my really slow months, because it's like holiday time. It's cold, it's nasty weather. I don't want to deal with that. So things are going to pick back up, so these are probably going to be super long again. So that's a good or bad thing, depending on how you want to look at it. two random things that you probably don't care to know about, but I like to talk about them because I think they're pretty. I have like a neighbor, not really a neighbor, they live down the street, that I live in a really weird area. Like, if you go down a little bit this way, there's like a bunch of like different apartment buildings, and one of the smaller ones essentially is Section 8 housing. And my section is like pretty much nothing but like middle class homes, like 1 story, 2 story houses. And you go down a little bit further down the road, and it's like 2 story house, 1 story house, 2 story house, 2 story house, 1 story house, mansion, 2 story house, 3 story house, 2 story house, 1 story house, another mansion. Like, it's really, we have pretty much every type of living situation you could possibly have for the most part. But there's this one guy, he owns like a shit ton of property. So there's like this huge mansion, there's like a small guest house, and there's like a little barn because he has like chickens and roosters. And we have yet to figure out what he does in order to keep the chickens from like going out into the road, because they don't even go out onto the sidewalk. They stay in the little like gravel, like grass area. But he recently got 2 cute little like big white bunnies. And they're so cute. They're adorable. I love bunnies, so that's why I had to mention that. And on my way home from work, I was waiting for my transfer, and there were like 3 guys doing like a doo-wop, like a cappella of like some songs, and they sounded fucking good. Like, I would have, like, if my train wasn't coming in like 2 minutes, I would have like stayed because it sounded awesome, and that was like a highlight of my day. And pretty much Saturday, we had dinner and a movie. Me and my mom and my sister, and which was fun because we really don't. It's hard to do like stuff with just the 3 of us. But we went to like this really nice Thai restaurant. It was so good. Like, I don't know why I haven't been there before, but it was amazing. The dessert was interesting though. We picked wrong desserts. We were way over our heads. But the dinner itself was good. And then we went to the movies, we saw Les Mis. It was amazing. We all cried. Like, everyone in the theater cried. It was like packed, by the way. Like, everyone, like, it was just absolutely packed, and everybody was silent. Every now and then you'd hear like sniffling or coughing. Mostly the coughing from the men, probably like they were trying to like cover up the fact that they were crying. Because it was only during the emotional scenes where they're like, like, you would just hear that. It kind of made me laugh a little bit. But it was really good, and kind of like, it's like very nostalgic for me because when I think I was like 12 when they took me, but me, my mom, and my sister, we saw Les Mis, and for me that was the first play that I ever saw, and I've been obsessed with musicals ever since then. So it's kind of like a nice little thing. And like sometime in the summer, we were planning on doing a girls trip, like just the 3 of us, and we're thinking of going to New York City, because my mom and I have never been to New York City. My sister's been once or twice, I think. And we'll probably catch a musical while we're up there, because it's been years since we last saw a musical. We used to see them quite a bit when I was in like middle school and high school. But that'll be fun, and it'll be good to just have the 3 of us without the husband, without the nephew, because my sister really needs to break, because this year my nephew is going to be turning 5, and he's going to be starting kindergarten, and it's absolutely mind-boggling because I remember when he was like a few hours old, like not even a day old, and he's already 5. Like, that's absolutely insane. And my sister and her husband, 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months, 3 months ago, I think, they bought a house, so they're not renting anymore. They like officially have their own house, It's a really nice house, in a really nice area, so they did really good. They stayed within their budget, so they're doing good. They're doing very good. And my sister's gonna take the LSAT, which is the test you take for law school. So she's, I think by the end of the year, she said she'll be finished with her bachelor's. I think it's in finance. I'm not entirely sure, but she'll hopefully she'll be going to law school, and somewhere within there have another kid, because she's already had it planned out how she can do law school, full time work, and making a baby. So a lot of things are happening for my sister, and a lot of things are happening for me and my mom too. But it'll be good to just have like girls' time, just the three of us on a little vacation, because we haven't done that, for a while. We do that quite a lot when my sister and I were younger, so it'll be good to kind of have some old memories and new memories. So, lots of interesting stuff happening, and that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about, because I'm taking way too long as normal to get all my shit set into. I think I just had a stroke, because I don't know what the hell I was just saying right then and there. But the Little Mermaid child, girl thing, I will see you next time.